having an episode that's held online. It's been a while, I know, but I've been absent for so many reasons. Not here to list these reasons, but I just wanted to apologize from the bottom of my heart for being this absent. Especially this episode, it was supposed to be held since the probably the beginning of the year, like January or something. But due to a lot of issues that are actually mine, I wanted to apologize to Yakine, who's our guest today, because we're holding this today instead of like probably 5 months ago or 6 months ago. So yeah, here we are again. A little introduction. I don't wanna make it any longer. Today we will get to know Yaqeen, and we will be talking about mostly English, her learning, and everything. We will get into details later on. But before that, I want to thank you for being here, Yaqeen, and I hope you get to enjoy our talk today.
Thank you. All thanks for you, Noor, and totally fine. Like I've been the same. I remained the same amount of excitement for this episode, like ever since January, and we're in June. It's still the same. I'm still as excited as I heard about it. It's totally fine.
Thank you. It
So
really means a lot. Um, okay, so here we are. As I always do, the first question with my guest is please introduce yourself, your age, what are you studying, what are your hobbies, these kind of like questions.
I'm Yakine Bensalem, and I'm 16 years old. I study in Jerba Pioneer School, and I'm moving to second year science next year, and that's pretty much it. And I'm a member in the WeDebate club. I guess that's it.
And what are your hobbies? What do you like to do apart from studying?
Well, I'm really such a polyvalent person, so I really do a lot of things during my free time. I read a lot of books in Arabic. Like my journey in reading started with Arabic, and then it quickly shifted to French, and I'm currently in English and all in between, like three languages. I'm really, really into reading books, all types, all genres. Um, I do play guitar as well. I'm still a beginner. I'm still in the learning process and like in the beginning of the journey, but I really, really do enjoy that too. Um, I like doing sports.
Amazing.
Yeah, I played many sports in my 16 years of life. I did many
Wow, okay.
in yeah, I did many sports, like I tried many, and my last one was volleyball, but I'm currently into like cycling and like running and all of that physics ones. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah,
Again, I like painting as well, but not
nice.
singing.
Do you think do you think you will further a little bit practicing painting and like doing some frames and stuff?
Yes, well, I did. And a fun fact is that last year when we were having art as a subject in school, I was like, I guess I was the only person in the class excited for that session. And I really liked it.
Wow.
Yeah, I really liked it. And even this year, like whenever we have a project for any like subject, all I do is like art. I do frames and everything. Actually, my last French project was a whole frame that I did with recycling bottles, like bottle caps. I used them
Okay.
to draw a whole frame, like it was an octopus. It was like a recycling project about arts. And yeah, like whenever I forget myself, I always do find myself painting in my room at like past midnight, and yeah, I just go there by instant, I guess.
Amazing. I'm glad that you have something you run to whenever you would like to, because not everyone, I don't think that everyone has a hobby. Some people do not know their hobby yet. So the fact that you know what makes you happy and what makes you kind of creative and stuff, this is kind of a blessing. So that's why I said it's great to know what to run to whenever you would like to be creative.
Yes, well, I truly believe that like you discover yourself through others. So whenever like even
Yeah.
even myself. Like I don't know that much about me unless like someone else starts talking. And that was actually what happened yesterday. I was with a friend and she was talking and like she said, I find you this really creative person. I was like, really? And then when I was thinking about it all day, like after our meeting, I was like, yeah, I do paint and something like you may be finding yourself through others. And I think that's how you may know yourself more. And yeah, you by spending
Yeah,
time by yourself, of course. And like I one thing, one other thing is that like today I feel like we are so consumed by like internet and social media that you don't really spend that much time by yourself so you can get to know yourself.
yeah,
And I truly believe that you are your own
it's true.
like best friend.
Ah,
Like
best friend.
you,
Okay,
yes,
because
you're
the
your
voice
own
was
best
cut.
best friend.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. True, true. I strongly agree. I guess even when thinking about it now, I think yeah, it's the fact that we don't stay much with ourselves now, that you feel like you don't have time to discover yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of dangerous. But yeah, thank you for bringing that up because it's so important. Apart from that, as far as I know, apart from your hobbies, you love English because you said you're a member of WeDebate Club, which is held in high school Ibn Arafa and Jarba.
Mhm.
So, can you please tell us a little bit about it? How did it start? Is it a hobby or not? Was it a coincidence? How did it all start?
Well, my English journey, I guess, I really can't put hands on when and how or where did it start exactly. I truly don't know. But all I
Okay.
remember is that I was like a normal average student in like sixth grade and then seventh grade. And then I don't know, all of a sudden, I just don't know how that shift happened. I truly don't. But I just like felt as in like eighth grade and ninth grade, which is last year, I swear to God, like it just popped in my head. Like I always say that. I don't know how. Probably it's like through films, music. Yeah, music played a very, very big role in all of my like English
Yes.
process of learning. It's like whenever I listen to a song, because I truly listen to English songs more than anything else. So I guess whenever I don't understand the word or I try to learn the lyrics by heart, I just can't do that unless I know the meaning of the word. So I basically find myself searching for the meaning,
Mm,
and then you just get it through like repeating because you want to get the song. And films, because I really really like films and I've watched so many with like friends by my own. So yeah, I guess that. And actually, I am the youngest child, so I remember that both of my siblings used to talk in English in front of me, so I don't understand what they're saying, and I don't like being
yeah.
left out. So of course, like I had it. I remember it's like a part like of sharing. I remember that I wrote in one of my like wish lists of the new year, like at like the New Year's evening, and I was writing my
Mhm.
wish list. I was like writing gotta learn English so I can understand like what my siblings are saying in front of me. Like that was a must do. I couldn't handle another like I don't know gossip session in front of my eyes without being part of it. So yeah, I guess that's it. And like as Hani said in his episode, school didn't do that much. Like unfortunately, like sadly saying it, but school didn't really help that much. Like shout out to all my English teachers; they were such a help in everything, like in school and for their support. But truly, our schools, like our system, English learning process in schools, didn't do that much, frankly.
Mm. Yeah, I feel like when it comes to languages, it depends on the person's efforts. It's not
Yes,
about school.
definitely.
It's most likely what you do about it and what you do with it.
Yes,
So,
and you're
yes, a
willing
part
to
of
learn
it
it.
is school, of course. But I feel like the biggest part is for us to know more and, like, as you have said, probably watch movies, listen to music, write, read, whatever.
Reading
So,
books,
all of
yeah.
these stuff you can do it at school.
Well, yes, and especially reading books because even in French and Arabic, like I guess the best thing to improve your skills is by practicing the language. So aside from
Yes.
speaking it and everything, you have to read. So they can like I feel like the whole personality of one shifts through the language he's speaking. So I'm pretty not the same when I speak French or Arabic as I am when I'm speaking English like right now. It totally shifts. So reading books is such a big point to improve yourself.
Growth.
And speaking
Yeah.
of books, like in English, one of my first books that I've read in English were your own book. That was really
Oh
such
wow.
a
Okay.
pivotal like
I
point
didn't know
in.
about this.
Yeah, I remember like you came into our school and I bought that book, and it really took
Um.
me a long while to
Yeah.
read it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't into reading nor like that good to understand the whole book back in the time. But yeah, it was really such a beneficial way and thing to learn. So thank you.
Amazing. Honestly, I'm glad that you said that because I didn't see that coming. So thank you.
Yes, that was really
Okay.
good.
That was what? Sorry?
That was, I said, very beneficial, like a pivotal point in my whole English process of learning.
Career.
They said, yeah, seventh
Thank
grade,
you.
it's where everything changed in that
Yeah.
year.
True, yeah. I guess it's the same for me honestly, but so you said you did some improvement by reading, listening to music, movies and stuff. But can you tell us about the club of We Debate? What's the added value? How is like your teacher? How are like your friends and colleagues? How is it going?
Well, so let me take you back to next year, no, last year, sorry. So it all started when the club had a session in our school and they had a debate, and I still remember the topic very, very well. It was about the Palestinian cause and conflict going like pretty, that was pretty recent back in the time. So they said, whether do
Mhm.
we do the like should the resistance in Palestine go through conflict, like going in army and fighting, or should it be like diplomatic on tables and discussing it? And I truly was so attracted and interested by the fact of like having a debate, because I've never seen one in real life in front of my eyes. So that was very
Mm,
exciting to me, and I really liked the concept, the idea, how everyone was interacting, the point of information, everything was so fierce that I really loved it so much. So the next session, the next Friday, I went to Ibn Arafa's school and I assisted to my first session, and that was actually so good. And Mr. Sami, to which I say hello, like
shout out.
shout out to Mr.
Yeah.
Sami. He literally made me go in from like my first session. I didn't know no rules, how does it work, how it's happening, none of that. He just like pushed me into the like there, and he said, "You go have your first debate." I was like, "Oh my God," I was stressing, and I remember like I was looking into one corner in the like room in which we were debating. I was staring at that corner and trying to get it all together. But that was cool. And from that moment, I was like very attracted to this concept, and I didn't want to miss any single session. And it was so good, like the atmosphere, because I think that with every session, like with every Friday, I leave that, like I enter a person and I leave with a whole another consumption, like a whole other ideas. You learn so many things through people, through the topic we're discussing, through your own points of view, like in topics that you've never even thought about before. So that's really a like fruitful thing to do, because you learn a lot, and we really need to learn more about each
Yeah.
other, yeah, and through each other. In your question, you asked about your like the colleagues and the friends, and I just wanted to say
Mm,
one thing,
yes.
is that I truly made so many cool friendships in that club. Like the people I met over there are literally one of my dearest friends right now, and like I really want to thank them a lot, like Hania, Aziz, Linda, Maram, like all of them, everyone, every single person in that club. They were such like wholesome people, like which like they want to improve, they want to be better people, and that like the atmosphere is so just so encouraging to learn and to be a better person, like the best version of yourself. That's really such a encouraging environment, I'd say.
Yeah, I think the club is such an amazing thing that I cannot even describe myself. So to everyone here listening, I am a member too. I go from time to time, although it's for them, like it's the high school members only. But I'm just helping Mr. Sami a few sometime, and sometimes also the students when it comes to events. Um, yeah, and since I've never had this experience before when I was young, um, I cannot describe how beautiful it is to live it now, even at this age. Just to see like some youngsters like shining and knowing how to talk, how to debate, how to make healthy friendships, how to make arguments. Honestly, that was something that I missed so much back in the days. So I feel so happy to be with them as well. So I totally understand what Yaqeen is saying, because I do feel the same about the people there. I do feel the same about Mr. Sami. I do feel the same about the subjects they always debate about. It's not useless. It's not like silly topics. Sometimes it's a really hard topic when it comes to politics, for example, or religion. So it's not really something that anyone can debate about that, but still they do make an amazing job. And even when some arguments happen, they end up just um, knowing how to get out of it, so it doesn't change into a real argument. It is still in the same concept in the context. So I honestly respect them so much and I love them so much. I also made some amazing friendships out there. I feel like they're like my little brothers and sisters, since I cannot be at the same age, but truly I do feel like they're my little brothers and sisters. And I always try to help as much as I can. So, to anyone who's here listening, please, if you have the opportunity to go to a club, no matter what the club is about, it's the same. It's something that you like and that you love. I highly recommend doing the step because it really changes lives. So yeah,
Yes,
that's
I
kind of
truly
my
agree.
point of view of the debate club.
We love having you between us and among us all time in every session. We
Thank
truly
you,
love having you. Like you add such a good touch to our club and to our community. And like speaking as a board member,
thank
I
you.
truly do encourage every single person to join our club or any other club. Like the community activism is such an important thing, especially in these like years. It's such a good way to improve
Yes,
yourself, to yeah, improve your social skills and relationships. It's really such a good thing. And speaking as a personal experience, my life shifted too, because I swear to God, if I do like compare my last summer to this one, it's truly not the same at all. Like, if you just throw a quick look at my calendar in my phone right now, you would find it like full with events and preparations. And like we had prom, yes, no, the day before yesterday, and we're having too many
yes,
other events in the upcoming days, inshallah. But yes, it's such a good way to fill your time and like to improve, as I said.
yes, totally. Um, And about that, I kind of feel like English, like as a language, kind of became like the old French, because before people talk so much in French. So, do you actually agree with the idea that now English is becoming the new French?
Era, yes, definitely. I think that like due to this whole globalization phenomenal that we're going through right now in this age, I think that English and the whole actually Western traditions and identity as well, the whole Western identity is becoming a part of our daily life, I guess, because not only English, even the way we eat, the way we
Yeah,
dress, everything actually shifted from the French colonization, even in the way like we think maybe to the English one. And I truly don't find it as bad as many people think and say it is, because, well,
okay.
after all, no, I don't find it that bad, honestly. But of course, you cannot let yourself like dissolve in there. No, you have to keep your whole authentic identity in. You can't let yourself just get too mesmerized by the whole English concept and everything, so you just forget it. No, I truly think that it's a good way to communicate, because let's be real, like whether we want it or not, like English is such a crucial language. Like literally, is I guess the first language in the world. You cannot communicate with
Yeah,
a I don't know, from Antarctica or any place in the world with their language, because like language always remains a barrier between people to communicate. So the fact that there is a language that would unite everyone, I find that it's a good way to communicate, as I said. But yet we should not be letting it
yes,
make us forget who we truly are, or let us like let down our whole Arabic Islamic identity.
True, yeah. And do you have any suggestion for people who want to improve their language? Do you have any idea apart from, as we have said, like reading, listening, clubs? Have you
Mhm.
tried anything specific apart from that that really helped you? Even one thing, probably having American friends, or I don't know.
I'm really not that like extroverted of a person. I think I'm an omnivert person, so
Okay.
like having this many of friends, like I don't know, a friend like online friends and everything doesn't really work for me. I don't know why. I'm really
Mm,
like a physical person. Like I would love having you in front of me to exchange and everything. But yes, maybe I truly personally didn't try having friends like from outside unless I know them personally, but like making friendships through internet and everything, I didn't try that yet, honestly. But I think it's a good way to meet new people and to learn through them and the language they're speaking. But one thing is that I am still learning Spanish and German. Besides like English, French,
mm,
and Arabic, I'm learning these two, and I think that maybe traveling and going to that country specifically, which is like maybe outrageous a bit, but I don't know exactly one thing I've tried. No, I think that reading, listening to music, maybe communicating with his language, because I do speak German with my mom like from time to another, which really improves my talking skills. And for Spanish I do that with my sister, so it really helps whenever I practice that with them. It really gives you a an inside look for the language, because you are practicing. You're not just like an outsider look who just like reads words from papers and everything, but like
yes,
practicing, getting into that language and feeling it is really such a good thing to learn it.
true, yeah, true. And apart from the language, let's say now we kind of have the basics and we can just talk and make little conversations. Tell us, as Yaqeen, how are you? Confident at a young age talking in another language, for example, English, German, whatever.
Ooh. I honestly think that the more I've spent learning this language is the most confident I am speaking it. Because for example, I really don't speak
Mm.
German in public that much, because I know that my skills would betray me and my tongue would betray me. So I don't really push my buttons that much in German. And for Spanish, I really keep it for like close, because I have a whole group of friends with whom I am learning Spanish. So from a time to another, we do speak it, even in a silly, like sarcastic way, but yet it counts, I guess. But as I said, I guess Arabic,
Yes.
French, and English, I truly am confident thanks to even like the basics I have and the whole knowledge I did own through the years. So yes, I think the more I've spent and like the more I've spent learning it, the efforts I made and put in, I think that what makes me the most confident.
Yeah, yeah. Logic. I guess I guess it's the same for me when it comes to English. When they ask me about English, I feel like as much as you practice, as much as you're gonna be confident. Because this is how you gain confidence and you will make mistakes at first
Practice makes
until
perfect.
you get to be fluent and then yeah, exactly as you have said, practice makes perfect. I think that's the best thing I've ever heard back in the days from my teachers, and I totally agree. Now that I went through all that educational program, I feel like that's the only way to be fluent and have confidence, especially.
Mm.
Okay.
One thing,
Yaqeen,
one thing
yes.
I think that we forgot the fact that you need to love what you're doing. You need to love the language you are speaking. That would be such a
Mm-hmm.
crucial motive for you to just like put more efforts, interest, and time learning it, because you're just not doing it by force or like you're being forced to do it. So, no, you're doing it by your own willing and because you love it. So, I guess that's really something to count while learning again.
Yes. True. Yeah. Um, Thank you for all the insights. Now I want you to give us one word, not one word, just something that you want to say for the people who are listening to us about the stuff we talked about?
Mm. Well, as Hani
About
said,
English learning, whatever.
well, that's really such a hard question.
You're in
I'm
this
not
place
really
now.
I'm not really such like good inspirational person. I don't really think I am.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
not inspirational. It can be an advice, or it can be a word you want to say to the club, or anything that comes to mind. Just something to make the closure of this beautiful episode.
well, I guess it's a well, I've seen or learned like a saying that says, "Don't let this word or like whatever is going on make you forget the little like 5 years old version of you, like the one who
Mm.
dreamed and who saw the word like as a very big and beautiful thing." So that really does remind me of many things, like the way people shift, personalities change, and people change, because that's normal. That's the way life is. But yet, I don't
Yes.
think that we may, like, I think that we truly still need every single day, every single minute, we still do need the eye of a child to see the word, like to see good in people and in things. Because like being so pessimistic, especially in the circumstances we're living in, we only see war. We're literally
Yes.
on the edge of a third world war, which is very pessimistic, very dark. Like humanity is going through a whole dangerous and dark path right now. So I truly think that we still do need this passionate, childish part of us again in the world. We truly do need it. And just like be who you are and never stop, because being without a goal in life is just like the worst thing that could happen. Being without a purpose in life is such a narrow position you would put yourself in. So always have a purpose, always have a goal set between your eyes, like work so hard for it, and just like give it your best and live a life that's worth living.
Totally agree. Thank you for the words. I hope everyone out there is staying safe with what's going on.
Yeah.
And I hope we get to witness better days in the upcoming
Yes,
weeks.
and like I always say, in the middle of everything, we gotta remember our brothers and sisters, like in the Gaza Strip and in Palestine. May
Yeah,
like God protect them, and may they see better days and brighter days without bombs, like brighter, like
amen. Yes.
without bombs.
Yeah, we're sending our support, prayers, and love to
Yes,
everyone who's living in war right now. We're so sorry for everything that's going on, and we're all kind of anxious and afraid of what's coming. To be
yes,
honest, I don't think that anyone is happy with the situation. As you have said, like we're going through a lot. So I hope everyone is staying safe. Please also make sure that your mental health is sane, including all these stuff that are going on. Because it's not easy to process all this. Like me myself, I'm not feeling it easy at all to process what's going on or the risks that are going to happen. So I hope everyone out there is staying safe mentally, physically, and whatever it takes.
yes.
Again, thank you, Yaqeen, for being here.
Thank you.
My apologies again to the very late delay. And with this episode, we will be closing the first season. So this is the last episode of the first season for my podcast. I want to thank whoever supported me, honestly.
All thanks for you, Noor, for this like great opportunity to be on screen. I guess this is my first kind of filmed interview, which is really such a big and crucial thing for me. So thank you for everything you do, for your efforts, for your
Sure.
passion, for your energy. Thank you so much, and just continue doing whatever you love, because you're nailing it, girl. You're nailing it.
Thank you. Thank you. So are you. I
Thank
wish you
you.
all the best for the upcoming years, Yaqeen, for your
Thank
educational
you.
career path and professional ones. And hopefully to see you soon. I guess we will meet
Hopefully.
soon, inshallah.
Yes.
And see you soon, everyone. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.